of us actually got into space, Bob and Megan and Karen and I, we were all classmates. And so we spent a lot of time together.
So far, so good on the ascent of Space Shuttle Atlantis. This is 22nd mission, the 99th flight in Space Shuttle history.
One of the astronauts in the front ahead of us hosted a party to celebrate the incoming class, and I first met Doug at that party. We were friends first. It took a few years to become more than that, but yeah, I think we were lucky though to find each other.
I remember actually the first time I really heard about Bob, we each received kind of this pamphlet that showed everyone's picture and like a 2-sentence bio. He was born in this year and he graduated in this year and he got a PhD. By this year, he's got to be some kind of, child prodigy. And he said, well, there's actually a typo in there with the dates, but I think you'll find that he is a prodigy.
Good luck, mates.
But over time, I think it became clear that we were going to build a life together.
Had a chance to come out to the old astronaut beach house today. I'm really looking forward to spending some time with my family out here for launching on Dragon in just a few short days.
I think the thing that's most important to us right now is that we are living every day normally. We're just enjoying time together as we get closer and closer to launch.
Oh, that was our new DM2 tradition with our sons to launch rockets from the beach. Thank you.
Let's go.
As we approach liftoff, I'm just kind of feeling sort of joy tinged with terror, I guess is the best way that I can describe it.
Like every other trip, overpacking.
Being the person watching, especially having been a crew member, it's all out of your control.
Quiet.
There's nothing you can do other than watch. And it's definitely a lot harder.
You're gonna grow a mustache. The best your family can do is break even, right? You come back. I have wrestled with that. But in the end, ultimately, you want your child to understand that during your life, there are things that are risky. But if it results in a better world, maybe it's worth that risk.
So what you're looking at here is our main stage for the launch broadcast. We've got 3 cameras, and then what you don't see is the 4th one. We'll have a jib out here as well. Okay. They're putting together a Launch America banner that will be brought up directly behind our hosts. Behind that, you'll get a little of NASA in there. You'll get a little of the American flag in there as our backdrop. So you kind of got layers of depth to work with, which is kind of nice. And where we go from here is the full dress rehearsal, as if it were live.
This is the point when the launch escape system is armed, and that happens just before SpaceX begins fueling the Falcon 9 rocket at T-minus 35 minutes. As a reminder, the purpose...
Right, I'm going to interrupt Lauren because it looks like we've had some type of anomaly on the pad. We have a developing situation with our launch operations. We've taken a pause for our NASA and SpaceX teams to gather information. We are not going away. We're going to stay here on this pad shot, so please stay with us.
Would we really hold on the disaster?
In terms of what? When you say hold?
Like, would we just watch it, like, if it's a flaming mess, we just watch the rocket explode?
So depending on when and how it plays itself out, we'll probably be cutting to a wide shot and watching this thing happen.
Can we cut to a control room or something?
We couldn't cut away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ugh.
We will get...
Hey, look at that. Static fire happening right now.
So it looks like they have had successful static fire of the rocket. That's where they hold the rocket down and actually light up its engines to make sure all things are good to go. And it looks like that has gone smoothly. This is my sign. This is kind of when I was going to hit the road, because that means they're still on track to actually be launching here. I have to pack masks. It's a freaking pandemic. This is the actual warning label, like on the International Space Station, the hatches. I mean, even space underwear. I'm a nerd. Now with humans flying, starting to get a little nervousness because I have watched rockets fail. Just today, Virgin Orbit had their first orbital launch attempt, and it failed. And it sucks. Space is hard. There's still so many moving parts, and there's so many things that can go wrong. And of course, I have a lot of confidence in the systems, but there is a real sense of importance. There's a real sense of danger now. It's getting a lot more real now.
For the primary day tomorrow, it's looking a little wishy-washy. All the models are showing some isolated storms just west of the staging area.
Yeah, you can see the map. That's the front approaching. Looks pretty scary. The risk for the launch corridor went up to 47% in the high category.
I was going to suggest maybe Ben, since he compiled this, what would be his recommendation?
Looking at just wind and waves at this point, I feel like it's within a risk level that we would accept. But based on the rain, the lightning, just driving the numbers quite a bit higher.
Weather is very, fickle in Florida. Some of the most intense lightning I've seen in the world happens at Cape Canaveral. My job at the end of the day is to make sure that the risk is acceptable and give the final go-ahead for the mission. I basically have to have nerves of steel. It's terrifying when you say yeah, go for launch.
It's going to be right on the edge, probably. We got to be crisp on this thing going forward.
Thunderstorms are such a big issue because our launch to the space.
好，那个时间到了哈，我们先看到这里。其实我都想说哈，其实我们好像也都没有机会。目前来看呐，这个真的是高科技的世界哈，我们都没有机会去到那个地方哈。然后这些影片呢，现在拍的真的很好，很清楚啊。然后整个过程呢，它是一个纪录片哈。然后我们也可以了解太空研究这么的。难度真的很高，要花的钱真的非常的多哈。这个有时候我们好几辈子都赚不回来的哈，真的要靠这些有钱，像马斯克这种人哈，全世界的守护哈，才有办法去想到这个想要去自己私人的企业的财产投注然后跟 NASA 合作，我真的很佩服他们这些人哈，因为这是赚钱，你不是赚钱，而是追求人生的理想。我们还是比较平民百姓，还是每天为三餐，为好的生活要去哪里玩，在哪里吃好吃的哈。现在是疫情的，当然都这个想法都要收起来哈。但是我相信哈，你们或者是你们的下一代，应该会越来越有这一些更能够接触到这一些更高端的一些科技跟思维也许在某一个就会有一个下一代某一位就可能会成为一个。像进入到这种高端科技的一个机会当然就靠教育啦，要教育很重要哈。好，那我们先下课了哈，大家就休息一下哈。好，拜拜，拜拜。哇，都没有人在看啦，拜拜。Hello。好，有在看了。老
师拜拜。
好，如果有跟我拜拜，我想说你都睡着了，还是直接玩自己的，都没有看我看这个影片。好，那就下课了，拜拜。
好，同学上课了。老师今天跟同学分享一些跟家政有关系的清洁小秘诀的影片。那我们现在来一起欣赏这些影片。好，待会老师点到名的一样举手，按举手键举手，代表到堂哈。现在开始点名，1号、2、3、4、6，林浩哲。7、韦继红。8、9、10、10号、11号、11、蔡友豪。16、17、18、19、20、21、22、22号。陈佩瑜，23、24、杨思婷，25、26、27、28，蔡友豪在吗？16号，蔡友豪。